So the really awesome thing is that we have asked for business tools and we've got them. We're going to walk through what all is in the back office, but we got all the things that we needed for a recruiting campaign. So we're ready to rock and roll. And then we got the recruiting campaign as well. So the great thing is that for May, June, and July, it's double Smart Start bonuses. So when you have someone come on board, they can earn an extra $700 in their first 3 months, right? And the way that works, of course, is so if someone comes on in May, their first month is actually the rest of May and all of June. So they really have till August, right, would be the end of their 3rd month. And if they come on in July, then the end of August is really their first month. So they would have until October to complete their Smart Start bonus. We, as the sponsoring consultants, each can make an extra $200 when we help them hit their goal, which is a nice little bonus for us. So it's a win-win, which is absolutely how we like to do things at Bioseutica. So that's very good news. The great thing is that along the way, I kind of did just some preliminary numbers. Yes. And let's put them on here. The neighbors want to play. I did some preliminary numbers, and you would actually, oops, I guess I'm away. Sorry guys, bye. Some preliminary numbers, and you would at least also make around $1,000, and you definitely could make much more than that. I kind of didn't want to overdo the numbers, but along the way to reaching your goals, you'd make over $1,000 in our regular compensation plan, plus that $700 bonus. So in reaching those 3-month, the Smart Start bonus goals, they'd really be pretty close to $2,000, if not over $2,000. That's a pretty nice chunk of change. And when you look at those goals, they're really doable. Then we, as a sponsoring consultant, of course, we get those $200 in bonuses. We also make a nice chunk of change because you would be getting momentum bonuses. You would be getting the retail bonuses of your own, of course, and also the team production bonuses, which really add up. So we all are in this because we believe the products are fabulous. That's really what I think unites everyone at Bioseutica. We are a product-driven company, but our opportunity is something to talk about as well. And it would be hard for you to find a company with as broad a product line, with exceptional products like we have, and as few consultants as we have. And then when you look at our comp plan, to be able to make 30% commission straight across the board, to have no monthly minimum purchase, that's a huge thing, right? Because a lot of people you talk to, maybe they've been with a company where they've been having to purchase, you know, $100 a month or $250 a month or certain amounts to get paid certain amounts. So when we can say, hey, we get paid when we sell, and we're not a company that's about filling up your garage. You have no monthly minimum, 30% commission straight across the board, $75 retail bonuses, monthly production bonuses, retail bonuses, and our Smart Start double. So when you think about that Smart Start double, if you have someone come on board, let's say this month, also they have 2 more months that they can help bring people on. So they can not only make their $700, but they can be making those $200 and growing as well. So now is just a really, really, really fabulous time. And we all had such different reasons, right, for that $700. But I'm guessing if you talk to 10 people, 8 of them have debt they'd like to pay off, at least, right? So that's a pretty universal thing, right? And then there's all kinds of fun things that people want to do, and kids are out for the summer, and who wouldn't like to be able to take an extra vacation or do something extra? So it comes down to asking the questions. And we talked last month more about how to recruit and how to kind of open that conversation. So I'm going to repost last month's training on the starttheirsuccess.com website in a more advanced, so you can have kind of a broader spread and also with the script. But at the same time, we are just going to run through the script a little bit right now. So you may not have that in front of you. We kind of do here in Boise. I don't have it on the screen, but I probably could bring it up on the screen, but I'm just going to read it to you right now. So remember that the way we build our business is by initial exposures, right? Starting the conversation. Then we have our initial contact, and during the initial contact, that's when we find out about the people. It's an interview, right? It's not a sales process. It's so you met somebody, you talked to somebody today, for instance. one of my girlfriends is getting married, and I stopped by to see her, and her photographer was there. And her photographer just seemed like a cool chick. And I was like, yep, I'm going to get her number, and I'm going to ask if we can go to coffee or happy hour. We only chatted for a few minutes, but I really liked her. And I certainly like to hear more about what she does and see if I can help refer for her business too, right? We're always looking for the win-win. But that's an example of basically that was the exposure that in the initial contact we'll sit down and I'll focus on finding out more about her, right? And we'll do that through forming, asking questions about family, about occupation, about what she likes to do for recreation, finding out what matters to her, all those kind of things. Now, if during the course of our conversation, I hear a need, like, you know, she's really hoping to double her photography business because she'd like to pay off some debt, or she, you know, really loves what she does, but wishes she didn't work so many weekends maybe, right? Because she's a wedding photographer. So I'm not sure what her things might be, but many people want more time, they want more money, they want more freedom, and they want to make a difference, right? And as you hear those things, then those are the things that you'll use at the end of the conversation to segue into the third step, which is the presentation. And the way that you can do that is by, so this is all in a script and you can all read through it some more later, but of course is to restate the need. Hey, Susie, when you said that you were really wanting to have more time freedom, were you serious about that? And then when we get the yes, right, she goes, well, I'm kind of serious, but not really. Well, then she's not really serious about it, right? If she says, yeah, I really do want more time freedom. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, how serious would you say you were about that, 10 being the most serious? Well, I'd say I'm an 8. Okay, so if I could show you a way to get some more time freedom, would you be open to hearing about that? And then we're gonna set up the appointment, right? I'm not gonna go, she's like, yeah, well, tell me more right now. You know, I'd love to, but you know, I know we both have other things we have to do today, not more time today, or for whatever reason, you're gonna keep, even if she's interested, this is not the place, she or he, this is not the place where you're like, oh, I'm glad you're interested. Let me show you my laptop. And start going through the presentation, right? This is where you're going to set up the appointment, because repeat exposures are what create people to be more open. The same reason that radio advertisements, they're like, if you're not going to buy a spot for 5 to 7, I mean, I think it's probably even more than that, but you got to buy a bunch of spots or they'll just tell you radio advertising isn't worth it, right? So it's the same way with ours. We need those repeat exposures. So after she says, yeah, well, sure, yeah, I might take a look, then you can say, great, so let's reconnect. And then that's when you're going to use some of our new tools. And you're going to plug her into, or him into, whatever is the best of the new tools for that situation. So the great thing about the new tools is that they are all easy to find. And I'm going to share my screen. And if you will go to, oh goodness, I have a new computer. And oh, here we go. I think I can do this. Okay, so let me see if I can share the screen with you. But if you'll go to biosudica.com and then go to the virtual office, you will see. I may not be able to share this with you after all, but I'll tell you where to go. So if you go to biosudica.com and then go to the virtual office, go ahead and log in, and then you go to the resource library. You guys can't see my screen with the Biosudica stuff on it, can you? No,
I'm on mine. I think I can share my screen if you want me to.
That'd be awesome. That would be great.
All right, tell me if you can see it.
Yes, I think so. Let me go back to it, but I think so. So if you'll click on,
we can see it.
So if you're in your knowledge library, and then if you'll scroll down, now I've lost the meeting. If you'll scroll down to the videos portion over there on the side.
Yep.
Okay, so you'll see the private test is easy as 1, 2, 3. That's a whiteboard video. It's actually a great little like 2 or 3 minute video that shares how the private test works. Super easy to share. So you just click on any of these, and then the link will be in the top. Oops, it's going to start talking now. stop, John. You'll see the link will just come up right in the window. You can click on the top bar there, click copy, go put it in an email. One way that I've found to get it into a text if you want, and maybe somebody knows a better way, but is I will copy it and paste it, whatever the link is, and put it into a Facebook message to myself. And then on the Facebook message that comes to me on my phone, I can copy that and put it into a text. That sounds kind of complicated, but if I try to send myself an email, my signature and stuff is in there, and it makes it hard to copy and paste just the link. So somebody probably knows a faster way, but that's what I've been doing. And then if you'll see, yeah, the testimonial video, that's the great video that was recorded in Chicago that goes through the overall company video. It's only a few minutes long. I want to say like 2.5. It's a really great teaser. And then the Reverse 20 video is about the Reverse 20. The Bioseutica brand is also one that was recorded in Chicago. And if you just watch them both, you'll know which one you want to send. And then the opportunity presentation is a great overall presentation. That's what I would typically send someone who has some interest in the business. The voice is with it. So what I would typically do is set up a time to watch that video with someone, and then I would, while I'm on the phone with them, send them the link. They click on their computer, I mute my phone and probably do something else, right, while they're listening to that. Then when they get done listening, I unmute and ask them what questions we have, and we move into the closing portion, right? So do go watch those when you have a minute. I watched them today on my phone, you know, while I was multitasking, right, because that's the way we all roll. But really, really great tools. There is a custom essentials video coming very soon that will be just a couple minutes long also. And that will be a great tool that we can use quite a bit. And Elizabeth, yeah, while you're there, if you scroll on down to forms, so the consultant registration form, will you click on that, Elizabeth? So I'm gonna run through that right now so we can keep that right up on the. So these forms are going to be available in the 2-part kind of copied form, you know what I mean, where you'll write on one side and then you can give somebody the copy. Those should be available soon, in the next week or 2 that way. But you can print this right off of here, prints well, looks good. This is what you would want to send someone right after they have watched that video, or maybe in the same link, right? So as you talk with someone who's interested in becoming a consultant, you can say, here's the great thing about Bioseutica. We are a product-focused company, and the specials for our new consultants are better than even our customers can get, because we really believe that when you use the products, you'll share the products. When you share the products, we all win. So the very best deal that we have is our Whole Healthier You. We also have our My Vitamins, our Intuitive by Nature, and our Basic Business Builder Kit. The first 3 kits, actually, sorry, all 4 kits include the bioseutica.com personalized website, access to the Bioseutica virtual office, independent consultant starter kit and booklet, the product catalog, 10 customized brochures with their name on them, and the private test demo. And I'm just reading that, right? That's all printed out. Now, some companies charge monthly website fees or mark up their marketing. We do not do that at all. You're getting the products right at our cost. So the Whole Healthier You is going to include all those tools we talked about, plus 10 of the skincare sample packets. So you'll be able to get those out and start making your money back right away. So that's $225, and it includes all 5 pieces of our skincare, full-size pieces, and then our private test with Prime Essentials. So that's going to be our outside in, inside out, very best value. Now, if you decided that you were more interested in just focusing on the My Vitamins to get started, you would also get those 10 intuitive sample packs. You would have the private test with Prime Essentials. You'd have our Flex Caps, which are great for joints. You would have the Super Power 3 OptiGreens, which is great for immune support and overall health. The Omegarin for healthy omegas, Lumitrix for hair, skin, and nails, Proflorin for gut health and immune support, and then Lights Out to help you sleep at night. If you prefer to start with just the skincare, the Intuitive by Nature pack is actually with 10 skincare sample packs also, and then it's all 5 pieces for face, the same as in our Whole Healthier You kit, but it also includes our 3 treatment products for face and our 2 body products, the body lotion and body cleanse. Now, the basic business builder kit, I really only recommend if you're a customer already, because if you don't use the products, it's very unlikely that you'll be able to share them. My pet kids are making noise in the background. I'm not sure how loud they are. Boys, no. Anyway, so with that basic business builder kit, you are only paying $1, but at the end of 60 days, then you pay the $47. So it's kind of a way to try at no risk, but to be honest, without products, it's very unlikely that you're gonna have success, plus which you can't ever get these business builder kits again after you get started, and they are by far the best deal that we have. So which kit makes more sense to you? So people are going to choose their kit, and then here's what I like to say. Okay, so whichever kit you chose, what we like to do is help you get your consultant order to $300, and here's why. Because your Smart Start, and the information for the Smart Start, we do have a sheet coming, but you also can find that. Do you want to close that now, Elizabeth? Thank you. And I think you can just do the end screen share. Yes, perfect. So the Smart Start is right there on your, on the compensation plan, page 2, does have the Smart Start right across the middle there. So when we get new consultants started, that's our roadmap, right? So we're gonna say, all we're gonna focus on the first 3 months is helping you get your Smart Start bonuses. So what other products are you interested in? The mascara, the lights out, whatever other things, you know, might be of interest to them that you've talked with them about. Let's get your order to 300, and here's what's gonna happen. As soon as we help you hit your month 1 Smart Start in the same calendar month, you're gonna get your $50 bonus normally, $100 bonus for hitting your Smart Start 1, and you're gonna hit our retail bonus for that month of $75. Plus, you're gonna get 30% commission back on your order and on those 500 new client orders. So that'll be our month 1 goal, and then we'll focus on month 2 and month 3 after that. So the way we're gonna do that is, we're gonna go ahead and go to the Getting Started tab on starfishsuccess.com. We're gonna use the book that comes in their kit, and we're gonna really start off by using those samples and getting those out and doing a business launch. So we just focus on those first things. We do have our customer order forms now too that are out there on the website. They're all updated, so all the forms are available, so we can do all the things we want to do. So those, I think, are the main things we were going to go over, and then we were kind of going to chat and do a little question and answer. I'm just in all these papers. I put my notes somewhere. So oh, I know where they are. Adele, I was making notes about your testimonials, because those are our bread and butter, sharing those, right? So all the tools are out there. That was one big thing I want to make sure we all knew about. These bonuses are so great for us and great for our teams. So here's the thing. Remember how we talked about what you do with $700? How about you start asking other people that? What would you do with $700? What would you do with an extra $700 the next few months? So how would you feel if you helped 5 people earn those extra $700 in bonuses, plus they'd earn over 1,000 while they reach their bonuses? That would be a good feeling, right? And if you helped 5 people, you'd earn over 1,000 in Smart Start bonuses, plus hundreds in momentum bonuses and hundreds to thousands in team overrides. So what will you do with this opportunity in front of you? One of the great books I've been reading is called The One Thing, and I think probably many of you have read it. And it's written by, is it Adele? I had it in front of me, but I have it packed for my trip. Is it Keller, from Keller Williams? Oops, I can't hear you right now. You're not muted, but you're gone. I still can't hear you. Well, it's called The One Thing. Adele will get back with this in a minute. But one of the things they really focus on, I can't hear you, is that, you know, what's the one thing that you could do that would make the biggest difference? And in our business with Bioseutica, the one thing that we could do that would make the biggest difference is to grow our teams. Because as we grow our teams, that's how we really can create residual income. And I do believe that that momentum of Bioseutica is really starting to kick off. but we're so unique in that several hundred people in the US know about our products. So the one thing that we could do that would make the biggest difference for us and for our futures is to share that with others, because we have a unique opportunity to be in on the very beginning of that spreading. So the one thing would be to focus on recruiting and the impact that will have on all of us, and the win-win, because the new people can really make some nice cash to get started, which is great incentive. So that is the end of our training today. I'm going to stop the recording. Well, let's see, does anybody have any questions you want to add? I want to talk about a little role playing after, but any questions or things you want to add before we stop the recording?
I have no questions.
I feel like I plead the fifth.
I'm so tired. It's just a miracle I'm here.
Oh, well, by the way, I love that hairstyle. It's really cute. It's a little different than what I saw last time, but I really like it. It looks really good on you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Anything else, ladies? Are you speakable, Adele? Or are you still muted involuntarily? Her lips are moving, but.
Jamie, can you talk about the momentum bonuses that you were mentioning? Is that different than the $75 bonus?
It is. So good question. So I actually so you can print out our compensation plan, and there's a front page and there's a back page, but I just take this second page one and I actually have it folded with me all the time, because it's a really simple compensation plan, but it's still easy to be, compensation plans in our industry have a lot of things. So, so if you look, of course, we have our 30% retail, right, on straight across on all commission, anything you sell, 30%, and on personal use, 30%. When you hit 800, you get the $75 bonus. Then right below that, you see where we have the Smart Start and what month 1, month 2, and month 3 are. And then on the bottom half of the page, you'll see our team production bonuses. And those go up in percentage and go deeper the greater your volume gets. The great thing about the volume piece of it is your volume counts, and it's based on retail, right? So that's great. So you can focus on your personal and on your team and have a lot of control over what happens. Then down at the very bottom, we've got the monthly momentum bonuses. And you qualify for the highest, you get the highest that you qualify for each month. So for instance, if you and your team are over 1,500 in your group retail volume, so the circle that includes your sales and all your teams, you get a $25 bonus. If you're over 3,000, you and your team, you get a $50 bonus. If you're at 7,000 and above, you and your team, you get the 75. And if you're over 15,000, you get the 150. And that happens every month. And then the reason they kind of drop off there is that at 20,000, that's when you would promote to platinum. And at platinum, we start getting generation bonuses. So that's kind of the next not generation bonuses, I'm sorry, generation increased percentages on the whole generations. So that's kind of that next incentive level there. Does that make sense?
Yep, perfect, thank you.
Awesome, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. Okay.